Welcome back to SpeakCast English, your daily English listening practice podcast. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Emma. Andrew, you will not believe the day I had yesterday.
Oh no, what happened? You look like you just ran a marathon.
Worse, I went to the bank to open a new account, and it was, well, let's just say I felt completely lost. I tried to ask about fees, and the teller looked at me like I was speaking a different language.
Asterisk, chuckles softly. The bank. A classic situation where English learners often get a little, shall we say, caught off guard.
Caught off guard is exactly right. I felt like my brain just froze. I ended up just nodding and smiling, and now I'm not even sure if I opened the right kind of account.
Don't worry, Emma. You're not alone. Many of our listeners probably feel the same way. But today, we're going to fix that. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to confidently open an account, ask about fees, and understand what the teller is saying. No more nodding and smiling when you don't understand.
Oh, thank goodness. I really need this. So what was my first mistake? I said, I want open account.
That's a good start, Emma, and very understandable. But to sound more natural and polite, especially in a formal setting like a bank, we can use a slightly different phrase.
Okay, tell me. I'm ready.
Instead of, I want open account, a much more common and polite way to say it is, I'd like to open an account.
I'd like to open an account. Got it. So, I'd like to is more polite than I want to?
Exactly. I'd like to is a very useful phrase for expressing a desire or request politely. It's short for, I would like to.
That makes sense. It sounds more formal, more grown up.
It does. Think of it this way. I want can sometimes sound a little direct, almost like a demand. I'd like to softens it and makes it a request.
Okay, so if I go to the bank again, I should say, good morning, I'd like to open an account.
Perfect, Emma. That's exactly right.
And what about the fees? That was the most confusing part. The teller kept talking about maintenance fees and transaction limits, and it was all clear as mud to me.
Clear as mud. A great expression for something that is very unclear or confusing. I know that feeling. So, you wanted to ask about the cost, right?
Yes. I wanted to know how much I would pay, if there were monthly charges, things like that. But I just said, what is fee?
Again, very close. And the teller probably understood your general meaning. But to be more precise and natural, especially when asking about different types of costs, we say, what are the fees associated with this?
What are the fees associated with this? Oh, associated with means connected to?
Precisely. It means related to or connected with. This phrase is super useful because banks often have many different types of fees.
So not just fee, but fees, plural, because there might be more than one?
Exactly. You're thinking like a native speaker already. And associated with this shows you're asking about all the potential costs for that specific account or service.
I see. So a common mistake might be just asking, what is fee? Singular?
Yes, or sometimes learners might say, how much cost, which isn't quite right. What are the fees associated with this? Is much more complete and natural.
Okay, so I'm at the bank. I've said I'd like to open an account. Then what are the fees associated with this? But what if the teller still explains it in a way I don't understand? They spoke so fast.
That's a very common problem. People often speak quickly, especially when they're used to explaining something many times a day. For this, we have a very polite and clear phrase. Could you explain that again, please?
Could you explain that again, please? That's simple, but so effective. I always just wanted to say repeat, please, or say again, but I felt rude.
And that's why could you explain that again, please? Is much better. Repeat, please, can sound a little abrupt. Could you explain that again, please? Is polite, and also tells the person you need more detail, not just a repetition of the words.
So it's not just asking them to say the same thing again, but to give a clearer explanation.
Exactly. You're asking them to rephrase it or simplify it for you. It shows you're trying to understand, not just that you weren't listening.
That's a big aha moment for me. I always thought repeat was enough.
It's a subtle but important difference in politeness and clarity. This phrase can help you get to the bottom of any confusing information.
Get to the bottom of another good one. To understand completely. This is great, Andrew.
So let's recap our 3 key phrases for the bank. First, for opening an account. I'd like to open an account.
I'd like to open an account.
Second, for asking about costs. What are the fees associated with this?
What are the fees associated with this?
And third, if you don't understand, could you explain that again, please?
Could you explain that again, please? I feel so much more confident already.
That's the goal. Now let's practice these a bit more. Emma, I'm going to say a sentence, first slowly, then at natural speed. I want you to shadow me. Listen closely to the rhythm and pronunciation.
Okay, I'm ready.
First sentence. I'd like to open a savings account. Asterisk. Slowly. Asterisk. I'd like to open a savings account.
Asterisk? Repeating slowly. I'd like to open a savings account.
Now, natural speed. I'd like to open a savings account.
I'd like to open a savings account. It flows really well.
Excellent. Next one. What are the fees associated with this checking account? Asterisk. Slowly, asterisk. What are the fees associated with this checking account?
Asterisk. Repeating slowly. What are the fees associated with this checking account?
Natural speed. What are the fees associated with this checking account?
What are the fees associated with this checking account? Wow, saying associated with takes a bit of practice.
It does, but you're doing great. Last one. Could you explain that again, please? I didn't quite catch it. Asterisk. Slowly. Asterisk. Could you explain that again, please? I didn't quite catch it.
Groats repeating slowly. Could you explain that again, please? I didn't quite catch it.
Natural speed. Could you explain that again, please? I didn't quite catch it.
Could you explain that again, please? I didn't quite catch it. That last part, I didn't quite catch it, is also useful.
It is. It politely indicates you missed some information. You can use it anytime you don't fully understand what someone said.
This makes such a difference. Next time I go to the bank, I won't be nodding and smiling blankly. I'll be prepared.
That's what we love to hear, Emma. And that's our goal for all of you listening today. Mastering these phrases will make your banking experience so much smoother.
Absolutely. No more feeling caught off guard at the bank. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more daily English listening practice.
And leave a comment below with your favorite phrase from today's episode. Which one will you use first? Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of today's main ideas and the most useful phrases.
Pick 1 or 2 expressions and try them in real life today, even in a very short conversation.
Thank you for listening today. We hope this episode helped you practice real English. You've been listening to SpeakCast English. Thanks for practicing with us, and see you next time on SpeakCast English.